Hey guys, my American Horror Story fans. So we're finally back with a whole new part of part 2 of the American Horror Story Delicate episode 4 titled Vanishing Twin. So this is part 2 of the video. Sorry for the long wait. I really wanted to make sure that everything was going to be covered um accordingly. Now we have one more episode left until we wrap up the entire American Horror Story between 6 to 8 or 9, and then we will start covering the Bleach Thousand Year Blood War arc right after this. We will get a break period right in the middle that talks about the American Horror Story as a whole and like what did I think about the season, which will start right after episode 5. Now this will wrap up the first part of Delicate. I heard that there's supposed to be a second part of Delicate coming up soon, so I can't wait for that. But like I said, after reviewing the first part of the Vanishing Twins episode 4, I was so many other elements that fall upon the second half of the episode. Like I said, I really liked the background that they gave the characters, especially when it comes to going back in time, giving certain specific times, and using real life characters to literally justify the strings that they're telling in the entire season as a whole. I think that was very thought out. And like I said, personally, episode 4 is definitely one of my favorites, as well as episode 3. So plus for both of those episodes. Episode 4 definitely opens my eyes into the new categories of what is basically happening in the entire season. So this episode, Vanishing Twins, like I said, we did see these pair of twins in the previous part 1 of the episode 4, and then that was the flashback. So we're now flash forwarding to the present right now. So we see Anna. So now I'm kind of getting familiar with each of the names. So her husband name is Dex. So I really wanted to amplify that because I just kept calling him just the husband. I'm gonna get more familiar with the names. But the husband named Dex. Dex started asking Anna, hey, what's going on? Like you've been being spaced out here and there. So this left off right where we left off, how he was just asking her questions, and he said, like, you should be relaxing, you should be thinking about different other things, and then as he's talking to her, we could clearly see that damn dead freaking raccoon with all the maggots on the stomach, like, still on the floor. Now mind you, this was a disgusting scene. American Horror Story give us the shock value where the previous episode shows that she was eating part of it. Either she was hallucinating or this was actually happening. So when she got back in there, she's kind of like happy. She's like saying that, can't wait to see what happens next. And, she's been very zoned out throughout this episode. She literally took that dead raccoon. She told her agent, like one of the, I guess the house agent, like, you need to look out for your own child. She took the baby that's in the crib, she put in there, and then the husband's like, you gotta not worry about it. Your meeting today, you need to go see Siobhan, and like you need to figure out, how to rehabilitate your image. So right before she's about to leave, she saw that alien, those weird twins, one of them like standing in the door of her house. And then the husband's like, you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm fine, let's go. When she got to the meeting there, the team that she has is congratulating her. They saying like, good job, like everything's going good. And then she got into the room. Siobhan is speaking with her, and then we see the exact same twins from the past of 1555 and to the modern day, which that could solidify that they're witches or there's some sort of supernatural type of things. So the two characters of the Vanishing Twins are not just a word but also a character. So her name is Ashley, and then the other one that plays Mallory is also Ashley with the normal, they were basically playing on each other's name. And Siobhan looks like, the way that they set up, it seems like Siobhan is the leader, and then them two are like her right hand and her left hand. They look like the similar, you could say like the similarity between her and like the witch's coven could be definitely something. I would not be surprised if the coven start coming in the later half of the season, but it seems like their job is to rehabilitate people's career and image by using social media. And they told her like, you're going to make a reel, like a commercial some sort. And Anna's like saying like, this is kind of stupid, I just don't think that's gonna work, like that's just not in my comfort zone. And then you see Siobhan in the back just looking at her like, you better do this shit or else, there's no, I went out of nowhere to make sure that like everything was good. Like she was like, but you got me like on cover of Vogue. And Anna was explaining that to Siobhan. Siobhan was like, yeah, just one cover of Vogue doesn't matter, you know the most important thing is to build your rehabilitation of your image on social media as well as on the press. So let's make sure that these things are worth it. So they say those twins are like, yeah, our job. And then it's the way that they were talking all together, it sounds like they were all communicating in one like single mind. And they're like, yeah, you're gonna do it. And she was like, but can I like at least like think about this first before I you know go out with it. They looked at her like, okay, fine. You could find a way to do it. She said, yeah. Siobhan just sits back down. She said, okay, we'll give you time to think about it, but you have to think of something quick because time is money. Basically, she's saying like time is money, and you don't have no more time to be like wasting in order for you to see the bigger picture that we're trying to sell to you. So she was like, okay, we'll figure something out. I don't mind. And she said like, thank you. Like, just give me some time, and I'll give you guys my response. And then one of the twins that's named Ashley 1. I'm just gonna call them Thing 1 and Thing 2, but they're both Ashleys. She was like, yeah, if you don't want to do this, we have other clients and other people that could, literally do that. Like, we don't just need you. We could figure something out. But if you want to hurt yourself as well, that's up to you. And Siobhan is just looking at her like, that's your choice. At the end of the day, it's your focus, and we're trying to build your rehabilitation of like understanding a concept and everything. While she's walking back, she sees Dec's mom. Dec's mom had this weird mask in her face, and she said, yeah, I'm so happy that you got here. Like, I wanted to welcome and surprise you. So it's like she just appeared in the house, and Dex is asking his mom like, yo, you gotta chill with my wife. She just had a miscarriage. You can't talk to her a certain way. And the mom is like explaining to her like, yeah, I'm gonna need your help with certain things, and you gotta make sure that to be cool with her, and you should know that better than me, mom. And then we see Anna is like losing some part of her hair. She's just like touching it, and each time she touches, she feels like very nauseous. And then I guess they went to the clinical. They went to go see what's been going on, and we get to see back Dennis O'Hare's character, and he's testing her sonogram. He's telling her like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. I think that you basically had like, I think twins. And then Dex was like, why you didn't tell us this? She was like, wait, I don't understand. So that means I was pregnant with twins? He was like, it's a possibility, but a vanishing twin means that a baby could like, it's similar to the concept of Murder House, where Michael Langdon and there was an additional baby that they were having kids, and eventually the other twin Michael Landon absorbed his twin in order for him to grow. So this is a very similar thing. While they were in the parking lot leaving, they keep seeing Earth's Ivy, which is the person that actually hurt Anna Elcott's baby. And then he was like, the husband Dex was like, you sure that was the nurse you saw? And he was like, let's go celebrate. we need something to celebrate. While this is talking about, we see that the one of the Emmy guys, the one of the directors of the award show, um, Siobhan is using him as a linchpin to boost Anna Elcott's career by sleeping with him. It's like a bargain. And she's saying that too. She said, like, I'm not here to love you, Siobhan says. I'm here to get what I want, and then you get what you want by sleeping with me. Like, that's the deal. Like, we're not friends, we're not doing none of those things. So she's either one of those witches where she could sleep with multiple people and either seduce them in such a way where it kind of affects how they think and how they, like, she got them on the leash, and she has power enough that we don't know what power she possessed, but we know that she's along with those two twins, the two Ashleys, and I think that she's also part of that coven of witches as well. And she even stated, like, if anybody knows of what just happened just now, and I think they've been doing this for a while, she said, if anything like this happens, you're gonna be at fault, and you're gonna be, your image, yourself is gonna be destroyed. And at the same time, we see that Anna Elcott started doing her video. I guess she agreed to making the video about the feminist movement that she wanted to do to rehabilitate her image. So it went back to everything that she went through throughout the episode, like her puking, her almost, like, she talked about so many different things, which, you know, was kind of funny to see how that pictured out, you know, just for her to build her image, which was pretty crazy because when you think about it, she went on the limb just to make sure. She said, yeah, all these things, like, I could do whatever I want basically. And then you saw, like, those same commercials where she started saying that, you know, this is Women Empowerment Week, let's make sure that, you know, this is a testament of, like, women empowerment. And then at the same time, while she's doing the commercial, we see the two Ashleys are, like, smiling and complimenting each other for, like, basically doing a good job. And she said, well, you did good, Ashley. And she said, well, you did good too, Ashley number 2, which is really funny to see. Like, they look like mind games, but secretly, one of my most interesting part of the episode is when the Dex mom is talking to Dex, and she's saying, like, you know, everything that Anna has been going through, you know, she didn't have a mom. Her mom died at a certain age. That's what Dex is explaining to his mom. And the mom is basically saying that, hey, well, that's normal. She's not gonna fall. And then he was like, what? How can you sit there and say that? She said, well, I know people like her. She's not gonna break. And then at the same time, while he's saying this and, like, she's either complimenting her or not, Dex's face started changing. He said, well, just get on with what you want, Mom, because, you know, that's what she came here after anyways. The mom started explaining something very crucial and critical, and I'm connecting the dots here. She said, yeah, your father, even though I'm not with him anymore, I used to like your father, but due to the fact that he did a lot of satanic shit and that I can't be with him anymore, and there's certain memories that trigger time to time, and that she's been researching this with the I think one of the therapists. I think it was the lady that, like, hissed at Anna, and she was sitting there at the award show. I think she used to be part of that whole coven stuff, but I think she wasn't anymore. And at the same time they discussing this, it seems like the mom has an alternative motive to try to bring down this company, but it seems like Dex is so far gone that he's not seeing the bigger picture. And I think he already knows that his father is satanic, and he doesn't really care. And he thinks it's like hocus pocus, like he don't think that exists. So when Anna got back to her house, she met with the, I guess the house agent that she hires. And we see that she's telling Anna, like, oh, congratulations, I could sense the baby. And then Anna's just saying, like, compliment, too much compliment sometimes is very insecurity. And we see Anna's, like, sitting down, she's eating the ice cream. She's, like, eating ice cream with pickles, which is kind of, like, crazy cravings for someone that is pregnant. And then at the same time, we see that Anna's looking at this door, the same door she's sitting in the basement as she chowing down on the ice cream. Anna's like looking around. She's like she's in the moment. She's like eating things. She's not thinking about what's going on out there. She's not thinking about what's actually going on. It's a whole scene of just Anna just zoning out, and whatever that's controlling her body right now, either the child that is now implemented inside of the Anna, due to the help, which is kind of scary, due to the help of those Ashleys that um they gave her a needle from the episode 3, and that's how now it seems like now the kickoff of having those twins involved and showing that there was the cause of now Anna having an actual child. But we don't know if the child is going to be Anna's or not, because there's a lot of supernatural stuff happening, and we could even connect that back from even the episode 2, when Anna was reading the on her phone that the entire company that she's sitting on is a giant satanic group, and that there's a lot of malicious things are at play. Even the mom is more protective of Anna instead of Dex, and that's kind of even more scary. And I even think Dex don't even care about what his mom is even saying. So when Anna opens the door, she saw that she's hearing the same whispering again, but this time the door is so shut that when she tries to like keep pulling the door, she got hit and like she was knocked out for a couple of hours. So when she woke back up and she started looking around, she starts seeing something even more creepy. She starts seeing like certain omens. She sees like the baby carriage. Inside the baby carriage, if I'm not mistaken, like it was literally a freaking the raccoon. The damn dead raccoon is still wrapped up like a child inside the carriage, even though it's rotting away. And at the same time, she's like trying to look and peek, like this is like a child or something like that, you know. She's smiling, and you could see the raccoon thing right in the basket of the crib, which is even more that's even more disturbing. Like just by thinking about that is even more crazy. Like she's looking at it, she's like analyzing it, she's giving that like motherly love to this dead thing. And at the same time, while she's like trying to like look at it and touching it, you can see all these flies and all that, which is even more disgusting to think about. Like that was even more crazy than you think. And she like wrapped it up, she like folded, and it seems like each time she's looking at it, her teeth kept bleeding, which is even weird. And I know that from the previous part of the episode, from last episode, she looked up what makes a bleeding gums or teeth, and it's like they say due to like pregnancy and stuff like that. And she's just keep looking at the raccoon, and now she like picked up the raccoon from the crib. I guess she wrapped them up and trying to like hold it, and then while she's doing that, I guess she took something out her pocket, and you know it's her phone. And when she trying to call her phone, she could sense something in the air, and like she click on the like the golden globes, and that's her goal right now. Like she's trying to see if she can aim at the golden globes list in the nomination, as she's trying to see who's part of the golden globes. She sees like the air where she's standing, it got very not strange in a way, but even more strange at a point where now she's looking at this thing, and then I guess this cat came in, which the cat came in either from the little faucet of the windows of the house, which when she picked up the raccoon, that's when it started getting more worse, because it's like you're now holding this dead thing like a child, and the belly of this thing is still open, and there's blood still dripping from the entire thing. And then as she looks, she started like staring at it so long that she started taking a bite, further more bites out of this thing, which I think by them impregnating her with that damn freaking syringe from the two Ashleys, I think that whatever she's feeding is very demonic, and that it's allowing her to eat dead stuff in order for it to grow, just like we saw in um the prequel part of the origin of the Vanishing Twins. We saw that they did something similar to Queen Mary, and that Queen Mary was eating dead stuff in order for that baby to grow. And then when the baby finished to grow, she literally gave birth to the she gave birth to it. And like I said, Ryan Murphy did an amazing job this episode, and I think that, you know, this episode solidified that so many creepy things are happening all at once, and that nobody's able to stop it, because now she's like consuming these dead foul meat in her body. It's like allowing this creature that she's giving birth to grow. And that's even more scary, because Dex pretends like he don't know. Only person that knows to protect Anna actually is the mom, his mom, Dex's mom, which is the mother-in-law, and then the, I guess, the preacher, or the not even the scientist, the psychologist, which Anna kept seeing. Those are the two people that's actually on her side to trying to protect her. So this episode, I give it a 9 out of 10, because this episode was so good. We got so many backstories, so many backgrounds, so many ties in, that next episode, which will be the pinnacle point of the episode, I think it's going to be an amazing one. And I think that in order for Anna to escape, she might have a way to talk to the mom, Dex's mom, and trying to escape with her. That's my prediction. So like and subscribe, guys. Thank you guys so much. This is part 2 of the Vanishing Twins, and I can't wait to see you guys for the finale. Bye bye.